This next person, and we had the opportunity, I had the opportunity to actually hear this gentleman for the first time on one of our webinars, and the information that he delivers is absolutely life-changing. So let me tell you a little bit about David Hughes. David, and you can see his passion. He's passionate about living a maximized life and empowering others to do the same. Look, this guy's an author, he's a speaker, he's an entrepreneur, he's a business coach, he's an investor, he's a licensed realtor, he's a real estate investor, and he's a real estate investing coach. And it makes me feel a little lazy. Since an early age, David dreamed of owning businesses and having the freedom to live life full with his future wife and family, pursuing all of their dreams together. Now, after graduating from Indiana University on a baseball scholarship, David became a successful entrepreneur in the insurance business. Okay, you didn't grow up playing cowboys and insurance, but he became the number 1 agent in Kentucky in his first year and multiple years thereafter out of approximately 200 agents. That's a really a huge accomplishment there. Nationally, finished multiple years in the top 1 to 3% in sales production out of those thousands of agents. Now, David's diligence and passion to provide partners and clients with excellent service has always been his number 1 goal in business. In 2015, he met and married the love of his life, Katie Marie. David and Katie Marie have created a multi-million-dollar real estate portfolio of rental properties, multiple 8-figure businesses, and they've helped countless others succeed in business and investing. Now, their passion is to help people find, follow, and fulfill their God-given dreams and purposes. Now, one thing, David, that I've got a problem with is this. On the webinar, we saw your son. And I don't know if you're welcome here without your son. But guys, look, come to your feet and give it up for David. He's going to deliver for
Thank you, Denson. Can you guys hear me okay? Can we give it up for Denson, Wes, the team? Thank you, guys. Man, one of the principles of living an abundant, overflow life is honor. And giving honor where honor is due. So I want to start out with that. Just honoring, first of all, God, my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, because without Him I wouldn't be here anyway. And these amazing humans that have provided this opportunity for us to be together, meet each other, learn and grow. But I'm excited to share something with you that's way more exciting to me than just being here to learn and grow. So raise your hand if you left family, home, your normal. Powerful message coming.
Oh my God. That's awesome.
We lost power.
We lost power. I can keep rolling.
Yeah.
Go for it.
We're bringing so much power.
I'm not surprised. I would say, of course, at this moment. Keep going. Keep rolling?
Yes.
Keep rolling. All right. For those who are paying attention, you should take note of what just happened. So what I've learned is most people are asleep in life. They're walking zombies. They're breathing in and out, but they're never living life. And so some of you here might be in that state of being with or without realizing it. Because you were made in the image of a God that is far beyond all of our imaginations. And so I'm here to talk about systems, processes, duplication. And I do have slides, but that's okay. If they don't come up, it's still going to be amazing. But I first have to lay the foundation, because we can give all the how-tos, the tactical, practical, but I like how one of my mentors says you can't build a skyscraper on an outhouse foundation. But that's exactly what most people are trying to do. So they give up, they get frustrated and give up and get discouraged, and maybe you've been there, maybe you're there now, where it's like you have aspirations, dreams, ambitions, vision for yourself, your children, your legacy, your future, the impact you want to make, all those things in your heart. So why the frustration, the delay, the discouragement? Many times it's just a matter of foundation. We need to stop trying to do and learn how to be. Because we're human beings, not human doings. But most people, because see, what I've learned through learning and living it and now leading it, so I know that I know that I know. There's many things I don't know, but I know this as much as I know my name's David. Is that the overflow, abundant, limitless life of beyond your dreams is the normal life. That's baseline. That's the normal life that God put you here to live, created you, gave you a brain and people around you and resources that's so infinitely abundant we can't even fathom. The only question is, what are we doing about it and with it personally each day, every day, in every way? And it's very simple. That's what I love about it, is God made the victorious plan. This is all completely relevant to this business and the system. This is the foundation, though. This foundation has to be here, because when I show you the process and the system, the duplication that Wes asked me to speak on, the thing that excites me the most is it won't just grow and expand and multiply your business here with us, with this company, but it will multiply and expand the abundance in all areas of your life and anywhere you go and everywhere you go. Is that exciting to anyone else other than me? Because now what has happened is you've unplugged from the matrix. You've unplugged from dependency on a system that has conditioned your brain to create the life that you're currently living. I made a post on social media not too long ago, and it was just a little short, 1 minute, but I said something along the lines of the answer, what you really need, because can we all admit, now some of you in here today, if I asked everyone, you might say, man, I'm pinching myself all day, every day, like my wife and I do, and you're like, I'm literally living a heaven on earth life that's so far beyond all my wildest dreams. And that's amazing, that's the normal life. If you're not, it's available, so that's exciting. You're in the right room around the right people who are living it and are continuing to expand and learn and grow, right? But my post was, the reason, if you're living less than your God-given potential, your dreams, your aspirations, your goals here in this business or in life, is because you, in order to do so, you must, I would write this down in your notes, I must get unschooled. Literally. Like, this is literally the answer. Our whole lives we've been schooled by a school system that was created by people. You can look this up. I'm not making this up. That literally said we created this system to what? Does anybody know? To create what? Workers, not free thinkers. Okay? Well, it has been extremely successful at doing just that. Now, what Wes has created, his team, this company, and why we're here and why we're attracted to this, is because it is a powerful way to get unplugged, right, from the system, the matrix, and live life full time, brighter, brighter, right, than ever before in every way holistically. And that's what I love about Bryte Life. You guys, Wes and I, we connected several years ago, hit it off across the board, personal and business, and I just appreciate him so much on a personal level and everything he's doing here for us. But I wasn't looking for something. I didn't need anything. So this is one of the key points I want you all to understand. What he has created already, and it's only going to keep getting better and better, attracted someone like me who, my wife and I, we were already multimillionaires, financially free, cash overflow, living life full time. So we don't look for things to add to our plate. We're very intentional. We live life full times. Our businesses that we own don't run us. We run them. We utilize them. We leverage them, right, for our lifestyle and for the impact we want to make. But it's very intentional, right? And so this should excite you personally no matter where you're at, because so many people, you might feel intimidated like, oh, well, those guys are already multimillionaires, they're already successful, they're already on business, they're too busy, whatever. No, look, I'm telling you right here, as a person who we already owned and still do own multiple businesses, we, it's not about the money, right? And it is. See, it's a yes and no. Here's the thing, it's a two-sided coin. Truth is two-sided coin. So it's yes and no. So that's a great benefit, but that's not the big attraction. Because see, no one can buy me. No company, no person. They could offer me a blank check for my time away from my family. It's a no automatically. If it's not aligned with my purpose, my mission, the vision for my life, my personal assignment from God, it's a no automatically. I don't even think about it. It doesn't matter the amount. What is that? Because some people, you might hear that and you think, wow, that sounds far-fetched. It's simple. It's one word. It's true freedom, real freedom. Not fake, but people talk freedom. I'm talking real freedom. Now, you guys, if you let me know if the slides do come back,
I will.
We'll do it. If not, actually, what we could do is if you can see the slides and just tell me the word on each slide, I can teach on those points if we can. You got, or I can use the laptop. Can you all hear me okay in the back?
Yeah.
Are we doing all right? Okay. So one of my favorite things that attracted me, now why am I telling you guys this point is highly relevant and powerful for each of you, is that what you have in your hands, whether you realize it or not, or to what degree you realize it, is attractive to everyone, even people that you view that are already financially free, ultra successful, whatever. It's very attractive to them as long as you position it properly to them, like Wes did to me. It was immediate, yes, because Wes positioned it to me in a way that was relevant and attractive and valuable to who? Him? No, to me. Right? That's what got my yes. You guys, my wife and my amazing woman of beyond my dreams is at our home in Sarasota with our 3-year-old and 3-month-old. And Wes will tell you, we travel a lot. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, we can just.
I'm gonna get you a table.
Okay, perfect. So, and also, Wes, I don't have a watch on me. If there's someone can wave me or give me a 5-minute warning or something, that'd be awesome on the time. So, Wes will tell you, and if any of you guys that follow us on social media, you see we travel a lot, we love life, we live life big time. We're just passionate people that know we're not promised tomorrow, and we are just thrilled every day to wake up, meet people, experience life, and expand and dream and make dreams happen together with people. That's our dream. To us, life is very simple. The point of life is to live your wildest dreams and help others do the same. Find, follow, and fulfill their dreams. Would that excite anybody to live your dreams and help other people do the same? There's nothing else more exciting, because we believe that's why God put us here to live. That's the normal life. And the coolest part that you discover is, thank you, Wes. The greatest fulfillment is being a part of helping somebody transform their life and live their dreams. I promise you. After you get out of survival mode, paying bills, and you get into freedom and abundance mode and creativity, what are we going to do? How are we going to help more people? Who are we going to partner with? How are we going to... I can't put it into words. It's a literally hair standing up, pinch yourself all day, every day. Now, do external challenges come? Absolutely. But when you experience that, you're fully resolved, and nothing can shake you or move you off of that. Now, the right arrow. Oh, okay. Thank you. So, yes, the process. So, the title of this message, because there was a title, is The Process, Systems and Duplication. And again, I want you guys to think about this, though. This is not just relevant to your Bryte Life business. It's completely relevant to that, and relevant to success and abundance and prospering in all areas of your life. That's why when I was an application over the insurance world, I relatively quickly became and maintained top number 1% production status because of this process. When I went over into learning how to invest in real estate and acquiring a portfolio of properties to pay me cash overflow while I sleep, same thing happened. Same process, relatively quickly in the top 1% of all real estate investors. Over there. When we go over here into education, start teaching people how to invest, how to acquire income-producing assets. Same thing happened. Generated seven-figure profitable business there. All part-time, guys. This is the key you need to know. Like, oh, that sounds good for you, Dave. You know, married, children, all this. This is about, write this word down. You need to learn more about this and utilize it more. Leverage.
Yes.
Yes.
Hallelujah. Oh, we here? All right. Maybe. Either way, we're rolling. All right. So that's why I love why Wes gave me this, is because you guys, somebody's already talking about it. What do you need to leverage? A system. You guys, that should excite you. Wes, and as the pioneer and the pioneers around him, think about how you get to collapse time on itself and not have to create it all, figure it all out when it's already figured out. A proven process. Does that excite anybody else other than me? And regardless of where you are personally on that excitement level, let me help dial it up right now. Okay, what happens practically and literally in your life, in your Bryte Life business, in all areas of your life, in time and money and freedom and abundance, health, relationships, finances, holistically, when you simply become more coachable and teachable than you already are? That's super important. Because what got you here won't get you there. See, people get here and they stay stuck. I like being around the people who are constantly challenging me, drawing out the greatness that God put in me that I don't even know about yet. And so that's what you have available. And that's why you're here. And that's why it's important to always be at the live events. Because you and I, we are products of what? Our environment. So think about it. That's really simple. Just keep yourself fully immersed in the right environment, and then what happens is abundance happens through leverage, which feels easy a lot of times, because it is. Because everyone's working backwards. They're working harder and not smarter, grinding on a hamster wheel. They're not in the room like this. They're not in the right environment, wondering why they're having slow incremental growth. Okay. Is someone going to give me a 5-minute warning?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. So, the other thing I wanted to say about that is, so many of you left, so I mentioned Katie Marie, my sixth, we have Gabriel the Great and Gavin the Great. Amazing. They're amazing. They blow my mind every day. I don't know who's learning more from who, me from them, or them from me. 3-year-old and 6-month-old. We travel a lot, and we travel as a unit, as a family. We were actually going to be here all 3 days. But because of 6-month-old still not sleeping, sleep deprivation, and things like that, okay, I'm going to get up early, head down there. I got up at 5 this morning, drove here 3.5 hours. I'm driving 7 hours today, round trip. I'll be back there with them tonight, put them all to bed. Because of you. That's why I'm here. I'm here because of Wes and because of you guys. And this is how serious I am about it and how excited I am about it, about what's in store for you, and how I can be a part and help in any way I have and give everything I've got. Now, just so it's important for us to understand the gravity of things. We miss it. We miss things all the time. God's trying to help us. He wants to bless you far more than you can ever want to be blessed. I know that for sure. We're in our own way, and we're blind to certain things. So it's important to understand the power of what we have available, the people in this room, the life experiences, the relationships, and that's the greatest multiplier. And Wes will tell you, we travel a lot, and whenever any one of our family travels, me, my wife, or our children, whenever any one of us travels, 99% of the time, it's all of us. Now, I'm not saying that has to be you, I'm just saying that's how we roll. That's how we design our life, that's what we do. So, I want you to think about this. Many of you left your family, your familiar, made sacrifice, logistics to get here. Yes? Raise your hand if it was because you wanted to come get in a room where you could get information to experience growth in your business. Good, you should. That's good. I'm going to let you know there's something available way more powerful and exciting than that. So some of you will get that you came for, the information and growth. That's incremental growth. What's available for you is transformation that produces quantum leaps in your life, in your business, and in your life simultaneously. That's my favorite part. So whoever's here for that now that you know that, be hungry for it, open for it, and that's what you'll get. You'll get what you came to get because we reap what we sow. So when you sow into yourself and you receive properly, you reap what you learn how to receive and sow into yourself properly. So, who was attracted to what Wes created here at Bryte Lyfe because cash flow? When you hear that word, does anybody get excited? Like, man, I can get paid while I sleep instead of what I've been doing my whole life? Cash flow. Raise your hand if cash flow excites you. Everybody, buzzword, cash flow, cash flow. Me too. That's why I got in real estate. That's why we got in here, all passive residual income, right? But cash flow is not the answer. What you need in life, because $1,000 a month while you're sleeping, that's cash flow. That's not life-changing, helpful, not life-changing. What you really need to start focusing on is what we started focusing on years ago, and so that's what we produce in our life and help people step into producing. So this should be your new thing. I would encourage you to focus on cash overflow. Because what you focus on expands in your life. It's attracted to you. It's the way God designed life. And here's really the core of it all. Riches flow through relationships. The only reason I'm here and have an opportunity to meet each of you is through a relationship with Wes. The only reason I got to meet Wes, and ever even know he existed, was through another relationship that led me to the first company that he helped create. I can track everything back. The millions of dollars we created, the millions of dollars that I sold in insurance, the millions of dollars worth of real estate we've acquired, the millions of dollars we've made in all the businesses. It's all, I can track it all, I can see it all, a track and a path to the right relationships done in the right way for the right reasons, with intentionality and awareness. I would write this down in your notes in all caps. Every day you must, I would make it personal, say, I must increase my self-awareness today and all day, every day. And I am, yes. Thank you. I think many times we are more self-unaware than we realize. We're unaware of how unaware we are. Is this making sense to anybody? Is this helping anybody?
Yeah.
All right. But here's the thing. We can all nod our heads and say, amen, yeah, that's great. Riches flow through relationships. Awesome. I just need that relationship. That person's going to go put the 1,000 people in my organization. Yes, that theory. But here's the reality that makes it happen is who you become. You attract who you are and who you're becoming. Words are almost meaningless by themselves without action. Right? Even the greatest leader of all time, Jesus didn't just give us words. He gave us massive, amazing, unprecedented action, right? So, the growth of your business is a result of your personal growth in leadership and sales. That's why we're all here, right? It's about that. I'll actually just lay this out. This is what, to me, when Wes asked me to talk about the process and systems of duplication, this is to me what it's been. Now, daily personal growth, awesome. They do the heavy lifting to provide these events to get immersed, right? Away from distractions, here to have personal growth and development from the speakers, from the relationships, the people you're meeting here and learning from and finding out best practices, what they're doing in their markets. Daily income generating activities. There are other speakers here that are going deep and specific in what those are and how to do it, the inviting, the presenting, all that. That's all in the bucket of daily income. Wes, the trainings, the presentations, the heavy lifting that they do, those are all daily income generating activities, but they need to be daily. That's the key word, right? And here's the other thing. You hear everyone say it, guys, success leaves clues. When you hear the most successful people and leaders anywhere all agreeing and saying, hey, there's some things we might disagree on details out here, but you have to be at live events. I'm telling you, I'm here. I just told you I'm driving 7 hours today personally to be here with you guys, and don't need to or have to. It's a major want. So, but you have to decide now. Because if you don't, and right when he announces it, you get the ticket to the next one. If you don't do that, then you leave yourself open to the maybe or one. That's not a decision. That's not commitment. And then level up. Okay. Level up. So, actually, since we have time, let me pause and think that I want to drive this home. Because I know in reality, most people will not do everything on the recipe. Including myself, right? But so if you had to prioritize and say, okay, if I just did, because here's what I know. All of you said you wanted what I said is available for you is transformation, which creates what? Quantum leaps in your business. Growth, learning and growing, incremental growth, or you can do a transformation. Just one example. There's many examples in our businesses, in our life, because of how I had transformed my mind and therefore who I was and the relationships I was attracting. Just one relationship from one conversation I was able to have by learning this caused a partnership where we did my wife and I online. We were able to go online and teach some people something, and we did over $1 million of net profit from our home in 3 weeks on a computer, teaching people and helping people stuff that we know. We paid $0, no ad spend, $0, and then that happened. The reason I use that as an example, just to give you a real life fruit result of what happens. But you know what? That person that I did that with, you know where I met him? At a live in-person event. I was an attendee of the event. I wasn't even a speaker. He was a keynote speaker. And you know what I did? I didn't just sit there and take notes and get information for incremental growth. You know what I did? I did that, and what? What did I do? What did I do? That's exactly right. I went up afterward, went up to him as I had waited my turn to get a chance to meet him, and then what did I do first thing, do you think? What should you do? Introduce myself, yes, with a smile, eye-to-eye contact, right? But edified him and thanked him. Honor. What was the very first thing I said when I got up here? Honor. Genuine, not flattery. Honor. Appreciation. Thank you so much for the notes. That was gold. Some of the things you shared, I've literally never heard, and I'll never forget them. Genuine. How he impacted me. Thank you. Appreciation. The Greatest Success book of all time says, a gift opens the way for the giver and ushers them into the presence of the great. A gift opens the way for the giver and ushers him into the presence of the great. Here's the problem where people are missing it. Now I see it as great in stature, leaders, and great in volume, magnitude. But the gift you all possess and have within your possession. Encouragement, appreciation, thanks, love, generosity, value to them. We can do that to any person all day, every day, anywhere. Yes? Yes. Me doing that, and all those people that met him, he'll never remember, because I made it about him. I genuinely appreciated him, and then I offered to serve him. He loves teaching people wealth building. So after I told him, he asked me. I didn't try to tell him how I'm trying to know. He asked me, well, what do you guys do? Well, we own real estate. We teach people how to real estate. And I said, by the way, you like teaching people how to build wealth. If you ever want us to pour into your audience and teach them, we'll do it for free, no strings attached. We'll flop on our own dime. You don't need to pay us anything. And we'll pour into them and help them, equip them, empower them. He never hears that stuff. Because why? Strings attached. That's what humans have. Strings attached. A gift is no strings attached. Generosity, true value, true generosity. This is simple. Most people will never do this. This is how you live the overflow life. Okay. But you have to do this. This is a have to, this is a must. So you could literally surpass most people in life and in this business and every business by just doing this one thing, even if you didn't do other things they're grinding it out on. Now I'm saying do the other things, yes, but that's a must. Okay. Source influential people. You guys, again, people like us, people like, we got Ray Higdon with us, we got all these amazing people. You guys, be intentional. What you focus on, you attract in your life. So influential people in your network and people's network, just make that an intentionality and a priority and captivate their interest with contextual conversations. I've talked about this on the Zoom for those of you who were there. What is contextual conversation? This is what I don't even know if this is, I say this, I've never heard it, but this is what I call it. Contextual conversation is highest relevant importance to them. It's exactly what I did with Jim, the guy at the live event, and all other people. But you've got to do this because, see, it's a recipe. If you do one without the other, it's self-sabotage. It's self-sabotage. So it's like, man, I'm doing it, but it's not working. Why is this person multiplying and I'm just kind of incremental growth or struggling? It's because the way God designed life and principles and processes, they work in tandem rhythm. It's a rhythmic life. It's a flow, not a grind and striving and performance. It's a place of rest. You know what? One of the most richest financially in the world people, you would know who this is, posted on social media. You know what his answer for success is for you guys? Work like hell. That's what he posted. You know what my message is? Opposite, work like heaven. You know what that looks like? It's so funny. People see my wife and I on the beach. We don't do a date night every week. We do date every day. For several hours the first part of the day, it's just us two. Walking on the beach. 99% of the days, it's us two when our nanny gets there for hours, first part of the day, together. People are like, wow, that's rare, that's radical, that's extreme. And I'm like, exactly, that's why we have the fruit of a marriage beyond anything I've ever known could be. And people are like, how do you have this you're 9 years in, your marriage is the most on fire, it's the most amazing in every way. I'm like, well, it's simple. We do opposite of what the masses do. We invest in each other before anyone else, before our children. So anyway, that's another story. I got to wrap this up. I get excited, I get going. So thank you. But you got to do this, guys, because you can get everything else right, but if you have a self-sabotaging mechanism in place, that's what will keep happening. And a big one is assuming. You have to stop assuming. We do it in ways we don't even realize subconsciously. And then speak people's love language, make it all about them, what they want most, and how this, what you have in your hands, can provide that for them. Is this making sense? Is this helping? Okay, excellent. Let's land the plane. And then do this, and then just systematize it and duplicate it. I love, because here's the thing, you're going to attract who you are, and that's what duplicates. It's not a talking head. It's not words, it's not do this, do this, do this. What's a true leader? The one living it. And I would write this down. This is something the divine download hit me a few years ago. This is what I tell everybody. This to me is the process of life and the point of life. Learn it. For what purpose? To live it. To what? Lead it. That's it. That's life. Learn it. Live it. Lead it. You know what a lot of people are trying to do? They're learning it and trying to lead somebody, and their life isn't living abundantly the thing they say they learned. Does that make sense? Yes. It has to be a living manifestation of the message. When people look at our marriage, they've never seen anything like it. They look at our health and vitality in our children, and our family, and our businesses. They've never seen anything like it. We're like, well, it's the normal life. You just don't know about the kingdom life yet and how God set this thing up with his principles and processes. I mean, that's just it. That's just it. That's just all it is. But we have to be humble enough and open enough to believe that and agree. Okay, in closing, let me just leave you with a few quotes. Every dream that somebody achieves came from a dedication to a process. John Maxwell. There's no greater waste of time than justifying your actions to people who have a life you don't want. People, stop. Never do it again. Can I get your commitment? Never do that again? This is one of my all-time favorites. In times of change, which is right now and all the time, in times of change, learners inherit the earth while the learned find themselves beautifully equipped to deal with a world that no longer exists. Why are the teenagers making millions of dollars while their parents and grandparents are still in survival mode? Right here, learners adapted to technology. And then I just threw this in because I like it. Look, this is true, guys. You can be, do, and have far more than you currently realize. All you must do is believe the truth of that and choose it daily. All right? God bless you guys. I'm excited to get to know. Here's a couple of books that many I've read that are amazing, life-changing. It's a must-read. Love you guys. God bless you guys. I'm here to serve, help in any way I can. Looking forward to meeting you guys. Thank you for the opportunity to be here. God bless you.